It looks like the light. Hold on. We gotta fix the lighting. Is that a little bit better? A little bit better. It's like super duper dark. Hey guys!
Welcome back to What's the Word? Before we get started, Mommy's going to start it off with a little good rant.
Oh, am I? Am I?
Yeah, you are.
Welcome back to What's the Word? So, yes, not really just a prayer, just as I always start, I hope that God speaks to you today and whatever it is that we have to say um, will come out like it's supposed to. Like, God use me as a vessel and you receive whatever it is that you need to receive. So we are on chapter 10 today, Numbers chapter 10. We did get the hot dog cart back, but before we video it, there's just a couple little things I want to complete on it first. I want to get it completed, and then hopefully in a few hours we can bring it down to the weigh station once my brother is done sawing some stuff off. Dude, I love my hair. It's so pretty. But anyways, I wanted to come on real quick. We literally just woke up, had our coffee. I didn't even drink my coffee, didn't have my coffee, I just made my coffee.
Got
And he's got his water from Alabama. We showed you guys that. It's a missile from the battleship in Alabama, Mobile Bay. So I just wanted to come on real quick before we did a video of the hot dog cart or whatever. Um, just to, spend some time with Jesus. Thank him for all that he has done because oh my God. Oh my God. I'm freaking out so bad. We, like I said, I told you guys, we brought it to the dealership to get lights on it. And even the guy from the dealership says it's going to be a good thing. He registers a homemade trailer and, voila, we got a homemade trailer. And I can show you I want to do that. When we do the hot dog stand video, I'll probably add some clips as far as where we were. If you want, you can follow us on Facebook at D's Dogs, D apostrophe Z, dogs with a Z. Um, and I only did that because, well, my husband's name was Dizza. His nickname, that's what he liked everybody to call him. I called him Danny, obviously, but D's Dogs is just the name that I came up with it. So, here. We are in a room today, so I can keep an eye on the dogs. Yesterday, they were barking and acting all crazy, but today I think we got everything situated. They should be good and
Thank.
hopefully not be brats. So, like I said, I hope that whatever God wants you to hear, that you hear, whatever it is that I need to say, let me say it. I'm gonna put the do not disturb on because I get all these random
Bam phone calls.
ram spams,
Random.
random spam calls, but also a million texts because Snapchat and everything else. So again, we are on Numbers chapter 10,
No.
and we have our what version? Oh, we're still in a Jubilee version from yesterday. Ooh, I love the Jubilee version, but it doesn't read to us, and we want somebody that reads to us. So we have I don't think where is I should have had it. Just one moment. I gotta see if I can find my Bible. Uno momento. No, but close. All right, we're back. I found two Bibles. This is the one I have. It looks a mess right now because it's open. But I just wanted to see if we had any footnotes. We have no footnotes, but I did. I don't know if I showed you guys this. I'm pretty positive I did way back when. But this is my son's one of his umpteen Bibles. But he did get this from camp.
Yeah, camp. Um. What was it?
I don't know. I forget the name of the camp, but he goes. Is it a weekend trip? It's just a
It's
weekend.
like a 5 day. Yeah,
That's what I thought. Monday through Friday, right?
we're going for
Monday
five
through
days.
Friday. So that's what I thought it was a whole week trip. That he has done with our church, but he outgrew it. I think he outgrew it.
Hope not, cause
What
I'm
is
pretty
it?
sure.
I think he might have. We think he's got one more year, but last year that's what they were saying. We weren't sure if he
Cause
outgrown it because his birthday's in September, and I think how it works that he's got one more year because it's in September.
I would have
So technically, he
graduated
won't
in.
be 11 until school starts. So I think that's what we were talking about last year. But anyways,
But I would have been on the stage when I was graduated, leaving the camp. That's how I know I didn't. I'm not done.
oh, okay. Well, there you go. But anyways, he got it from camp. And it's literally an awesome, awesome Bible. If you guys can get this for your children, it's a hands-on Bible. And it has all these like look at all these really cool projects to do to show them about like creation. There is these colorful pages. Now the light's too bright. The colorful pages, if you can see like throughout the book. But there's also oh, I just missed it. There's also these, like the pick of the day or whatever, and like a whole bunch of these little um look at Esther, a whole like explanation and projects to do and look at where is it? Jeremiah or Nehemiah. There's a whole bunch of little like activities that you could do with your children to teach them about the Bible. This one's really cute. It's a whole bunch of animals into one, and you just make a clay animal, and then it goes, the whole has a whole thing. Look, sink or swim. Putting fill 2 glasses with water, stir with a few heapings of salt in one of them. Crack a raw egg and set it in the water. Repeat with the other glass. And does the salt keep the egg from floating or does it sink? Little projects to teach them. And then, how many legs do I have? Did you see that? And that has like a thing. Does God have a name? See what God told Moses in Exodus 3:13-14. And the burning bush. And like I said, it does read the Bible. I wish it was so better, but it's not. Look at these are little jokes too. So it was let go. Pharaoh refused to let the children of Israel go free from Egypt. Instead, he wanted the Israelites for his slaves. So God sent 10 plagues to the people of Egypt to help Pharaoh change his mind. A plague is a disaster that troubles a lot of people. Little brothers or sisters do not count as plagues. And then it says a safe house. Use blankets, chairs, and whatever else you can find to build a fort. Climb inside your fort with a flashlight and read Exodus 8:20-23. What happened to the Israelites? Now read Exodus 9:1-4. Do you see a pattern here? How has God protected you in the past? And what do you need God's protection from now? It says think about and talk about these. Think or talk about these. And then it just, like I said, it's a really cute little Bible. Look at Joshua, a promise fulfilled, the little kitty. Okay, yeah. Is it an owl or a kitty? Oh, it's a person. But he got a magnifying glass in his eyes, so it looks funny. This, right? Doesn't it look like an owl or something? But it's a person. It's a magnifying glass up in his eye. But there's, like I said, it's just a whole lot of stuff. Brr, my tootsies are cold, remarked the
Hey,
priest
yo.
as he put his feet in the Jordan River. But just as his foot touched the water, the river stopped flowing.
That's how they do it.
Why are you spraying my spray? Knew you were in there too long. That's not funny. Just for a few minutes. And God used common objects. Like I said, it's just a learning experience. So if you guys really would like to get this for your children, it's a hands-on Bible. It is the NLT version. It's the same version that we're using. Um, it's the same version that we're using for this for our show. So we have the silver trumpets and the Israelites leave Sinai, and that's it. And then, like I said, hopefully after we do our reading, we're gonna get into the hot dog stand. I'm so excited. So we have the silver trumpets, that we're gonna let our friend listen to, and then we'll go over and if there's anything that, like I said, God wants me to say, anything that you need to hear, um, I want God to speak through me. So let's see, first of all, how we can do this without pushing buttons. Noah went down to go see the dog, so I apologize if you hear them barking. But we are a dog house, so I can't help it. All right, 1 minute. Let me see if I could find like a board or something to put on the keyboard. So it actually, no, because that'll push buttons. All right, 1 moment. Oh, started and I didn't even mean to. So I found this. I just tested it out. This thing I'm just going to put here. And then we're going to put the phone on top of that on the case. So that way it might still be a little blurry, but at least this way you'll be able to at least somewhat follow along with it. But without further ado, here is our friend. Let's see how this is going to work. All right, it does have a reflection on from my light, um, but we'll be able to follow along. All right. Ooh, we tilt it. There we go. Still a little blurry, but all right. Anywho's, let's listen to our NLT friend. Listen, Rita. Silver trumpets. Now the Lord said to Moses, "Make 2 trumpets with silver, calling them to assemble, and signaling the Vikings' camp. When both trumpets are blown, everyone must gather before you at the entrance of the tabernacle. If only one trumpet is blown, then only the leaders, the heads of the clans of Israel, must present themselves to you. When you sound the signal to move on, the tribes camped on the east side of the tabernacle must break camp and move forward. When you sound the signal a second time, the tribes camped on the south will follow. You must sound short blasts as the signal for moving on. But when you call the people to an assembly, blow the trumpets with a different signal. Only the priests, Aaron's descendants, are allowed to blow the trumpets. This is a permanent law for you, to be observed from generation to generation. You arrive in your own land and go to war against your enemies who attack you. Sound the alarm with the trumpets. Then the Lord your God will remember you and rescue you from your enemies. Blow the trumpets in times of gladness too, sounding them at your annual festivals at the beginning of each month. And blow the trumpets over your burnt offerings and peace offerings. The trumpets will remind your God of his covenant with you. I am the Lord your God. The Israelites leave Sinai. The second year after Israel's departure from Egypt, on the 20th day of the second month, the cloud lifted from the tabernacle of the covenant.
So the Israelites set out from the wilderness of Sinai and traveled on from place to place until the cloud stopped in the wilderness of Paran. When the people set out for the first time, following the instructions the Lord had given through Moses, Judah's troops led the way. They marched behind their banner, and their leader was Nahshon, son of Amminadab. They were joined by the troops of the tribe of Issachar, led by Nathanael, son of Zuar, and the troops of the tribe of Zebulun, led by Eliab, son of Helon. Then the tabernacle was taken down, and the Gershonite and Merarite divisions of the Levites were next in line of march, carrying the tabernacle with them. Reuben's troops went next, marching behind their banner. Their leader was Eliezer, son of Shadon. They were joined by the troops of the tribe of Simeon, led by Shelemiel, son of Zurishaddai, and the troops of the tribe of Gad, led by Eliasaph, son of Deuel. Next came the Kohathite division of the Levites, carrying the sacred objects from the tabernacle. Before they arrived at the next camp, the tabernacle would already be set up at its new location. Ephraim's troops went next, marching behind their band. Their leader was Elishama, son of Ammihud. They were joined by the troops of the tribe of Manasseh, led by Gamaliel, son of Pedazer, and the troops of the tribe of Benjamin, led by Abidan, son of Gideoni. Dan's troops went last, marching behind their banner and serving as the rear guard for all the tribal camps. Their leader was Ahiezer, son of Ammishaddai. They were joined by the troops of the tribe of Asher, led by Pagiel, son of Akron, and the troops of the tribe of Naphtali, led by Ahira, son of Enan. This was the order in which the Israelites marched, division by division. One day Moses said to his brother-in-law, Hobab, son of Ul, the Midianite, "We're on our way to the place the Lord promised us, for he said, 'I will give it to you.' Come with us, and we will treat you well, for the Lord has promised wonderful blessings for Israel." But Hobab replied, "No, I will not go. I must return to my own land and family." "Please, don't leave us," Moses pleaded. "You know the places in the wilderness where we should camp. Come, be our guide. You do. We will share with you all the blessings the Lord gives us." They marched for 3 days after leaving the mountain of the Lord, with the ark of the Lord's covenant moving ahead of them to show them where to stop and rest. As they moved on each day, the cloud of the Lord hovered over them. And whenever the ark set out, Moses would shout, "Arise, O Lord, and let your enemies be scattered. Let them flee before you." And when the ark was set down, he would say, "Return, O Lord, to the countless thousands of Israel."
That worked way better than I thought it was going to. Amazing. I don't know where it stopped. I hope it was right after I picked up the paper. But crap, I'm gonna have to listen to it again or review it or whatever. I don't know if we missed anything. I don't think we did. I think it was read until I picked up my book. Um, but this is tax purposes, my binder book thingamabobber. Nothing's in it right now, although it should be because, it's been 2 years and a lot of money. I think I want to make a list of how much everything cost, because I remember prices, I remember for the most part what it is. But anyways, supposed to be talking about the Bible, not the hot dog cart yet. But anyways, clearly I don't know what I'm but anyways, so we'll just read 35 and 36 because I don't know where it stopped. And it says, "Whenever the ark set out, Moses would shout, 'Arise, O Lord, and let the enemies be scattered. Let them flee before you.' And when the ark set down, he would say, 'Return, O Lord, to the countless of thousands of Israel.'" So I heard while I was listening to this, not heard, but one, the trumpet. So make 2 trumpets of hammered silver, for calling the community to assemble. I always like that, like the Little House on the Prairie, the bell that gets everybody for school. You can probably put this back on. Cool. But the bell that they put to call everybody in for school or dinner or whatever. So when both trumpets are blown, everyone must gather before heard yelling. So before you at the entrance of the tabernacle, but if only one trumpet is blown, then only the leaders. So I like that. And again, it's kind of like the fiery cloud that led them, the fiery GPS that we just read in chapter 9. It says the same thing. So when you sound the signal to move, must break camp and move. When you sound the signal a second time, the tribes camped on the south will follow. You must sound a short blast as the signal for moving on. But when you call the people to assemble, blow the trumpets with a different signal. So it's like I don't know how to say what is it? I know the Hunger Games, not the Hunger Games, the 100. They have like these different sounds. And they would know, when they're on the ground what those sounds were. There's other movies, I just can't think of them right now, but I know the 100 has like different blasts for different reasons and different people have the same thing, right? Um Only the priests and Aaron's descendants are allowed to blow the trumpets. When you arrive in your own land and go to war against your enemies who attack you, sound the alarm of the trumpets. The Lord will remember you and rescue you from your enemies. So I like that. A trumpet to sound the Lord, right? God, I need help. Doo, 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 doo. God, I need help. Doo, doo, doo. What do you think that sound like, right? Um in times of gladness too, sounding them at your annual festivals and at the beginning of each month, and blow the trumpets over your burnt offerings and peace offerings. So before they didn't have to blow the trumpets or anything. Now they're blowing trumpets with their offerings. The trumpet will remind God of his covenant with you. I am the Lord your God. And then the Israels leave Sinai. In the second year after Israel's departure from Egypt, um, the 20th day of the second month, the cloud lifted. There's the cloud of fire that's GPS leading them to where they need to go, right? So, the cloud lifted from the tabernacle, so the Israelites set out for the wilderness of Sinai. They traveled on to from place to place until the cloud stopped in the wilderness of Paran. Set out for the first time of following the instructions the Lord had given through Moses. Judah's troops led the way. They marched behind their banner, and their leader was Nasha, son of hold on, Aminadab. 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 They were joined by the troops of the tribe of Issachar, led by Nathaniel, son of Zur, and the troops of the tribe of Zebulun, led by Elab, son of Helen. Helon? But anyways, while I was listening to these, right, as far as the banner, the troops following behind them, um, right, they were troops, divisions carrying the sacred objects. So when you think of this, what do you think about? For me, for some reason, when I heard their banner and following behind them, I was thinking parades. They took parades from the Bible because that's, what they did. There was a set destination start, there was a set destination stop, there was banners and the troops following behind them, and then the banners of that tribe following behind them, and it was 12 tribes, right? So 12 groups of people, and it had to have looked like a parade, right? Because they had the banners. And it says the troops went there marching behind their banners and serving as guards, right? What happened?
With me,
Yes.
I left them.
You left them?
Yep, I left them.
Right here. This was the order in which the Israelites marched division by division. So it's like march, right? A march, a parade that they were doing, and I that was crazy. I love it. So hold on. It says one day Moses said to his brother-in-law Hobab, "We are on our way to the place the Lord promised us, for he said, I will give it to you. Come with us, and we will treat you well, for the Lord has promised wonderful blessings from Israel." But his brother in law said, "No, I will not go. I must return to my own land and family." Moses says, "Please don't leave us. You know the places in the wilderness where we should camp. Come be our guide. If you do, we'll share with you all the blessings the Lord gives us." So I think he stayed. Show them. So they marched for 3 days after leaving the mountain of the Lord with the ark of the Lord's covenant moving ahead of them to show them where to stop and rest. So I'm a little confused about that, just a little bit, because if God was leading them, then why does he need his brother-in-law to show him where to go?
She wants you.
I'm confused just a little bit. But that's it for chapter 10. That's it. We're good with chapter 10. And when the ark was set down, he would say, "Return, O Lord, to the countless thousands of Israel's." And now we're going to start getting to the complaints. Oh, number 10. Number 11 is the people complain to Moses. Moses choose 70 leaders, and the Lord sends quail. That'll be chapter 11. Thank you for spending time with us today.
Thank you for spending time with us, and I hope you have a blessed day.
Yes. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, whatever. So we're gonna get the hot dog cart up and ready and done, and then we should be able to record with you guys.
Maybe go live.
I'm so excited. All right, I love you. God loves you always and forever. And I'm here if you need anything. Doggies is crying. Mwah. I love you. God loves you, and yes, have a very, very blessed day.